Okay, so the nurse I want to tell you about. Where do I begin? I can tell you where she's from and blah, 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 but I'm not even going to, bring it down to that level. All right. So the first day I meet her, I ask her questions, is da da da, where is this, where is that, da da this, da 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 da, right? Now, I'm working with her a second time, right? So this is the second time that I'm working with her. After maybe like, I worked with her Tuesday and then maybe Friday. When was it? I think Saturday I worked with her again, right? Now, this time I am I'm the only one on the unit, right? I had just finished dealing with a resident, and he was telling me that his feet hurt, right? And then I was like, okay, maybe your feet is too close to the board, right? And he was like, no. So when I came back to him again, he was like, I need to be pulled up into the bed. And I was like, I just asked you if your feet were too close to the board, right? And he didn't say nothing. So I was just like, all right, let me go find help so that I could, heave you up into the bed. So I don't find nobody, right? The hallways is bare. Like I can't, I can't find nobody. But I found the nurse that I was working with, right? Because she was working on one end and I'm on the other end. You know. And I go up to her and I say to her, I said, can you please help me heave such and such up into the bed? She said, oh no, I can't do that. I got to use a Hoyer lift to bring him up into the bed. We need 4 people. And her voice is high. We need 4 people. And this, that. I said, because I feel like there's too much energy coming towards me right now. Mind you, I'm new in this facility, and I understand a lot of people, they got deep voices. They may sound like they have an attitude. Like I don't take anybody for face value. You feel me? But I just said to myself, okay, I said, okay, no problem. And I walked away from her. Because how do you tell another nurse that asks you for help no? So when I walked away from her, I went back to the resident. I said, listen, I can't find nobody right now. But when I do find somebody, I'm going to pull you up into this bed, right? I hear the chair roll because she was sitting by the nurse's station on her phone. I hear the chair roll and she comes in, she walks over to me and she says, let's do it. And I was just like, okay. Because how do you tell me no? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be boasty, but how do you tell me no when it's for the betterment when it's for the betterment of a resident? How? You gonna hook up a whole Hoyer lift just to put him